Hello. Hi all, my name is Christine and I will be with you for today's
Good evening,
session. Good evening. Okay, very good. You're full of energy. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm live from sunny Gloucester and I'm with you yet again for another session. And today's session is about laziness. So what causes laziness? So I think we all suffer a bit from this sometimes. But I'd like to hear what your opinions are and what you think. So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school name is LWT School, University, Kolkata. And my favorite hobby is playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Arush, can you tell us what happened today?
Today, first I woke up in the morning at 6 o'clock. Then I got ready for my school. After that, I went to school. Then I came back. Then I joined 6:30. So that's the time joining a class. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so Arush, what do you think causes laziness?
Laziness caused by one simple problem: not having exercise, yoga, jogging, cycling, and no nutrients in the body.
Okay,
Laziness causes of these 4 points: lack of sleep, feeling stressed, being dehydrated, growing body.
okay, and do you think that you are lazy sometimes?
Very low.
Okay, so very little, you're not too lazy. But when you're lazy, what do you think is the problem?
When I feel a bit tired or sleepy, then.
Okay, and can you tell me, can you give me a bit of maybe tips of what one can do if they are a bit lazy? What are your tips?
What, ma'am? What did you say?
Okay, can you, if someone's lazy, what can they do to get out of a lazy mood? How can people help their laziness?
They should be hydrated, and they should do exercise every day for
Mm-hmm,
1 hours, because for fat people I am recommending this.
mm-hmm,
And me and my small brother are at a normal stage,
mm-hmm,
so we don't need to do that much exercise or do something.
mm-hmm,
And my brother Arav also gets a bit lazy sometimes.
mm-hmm.
Yes, he gets lazy.
Okay.
So like sometimes when he is feeling sleepy, so directly just go on the bed and sleep, and just sleep like he's been tired from the morning. He has been to the office, worked a lot, and after that he came home and just lay down on the bed. He does like that only.
Okay.
For example, any person came from the office and very tired and just
Mm-hmm.
go directly to the bed. He's also like that. He doesn't have any office job, but I don't know how why does he sleep like that when he comes from the office? But he doesn't have. He has school, but I have also school right now. We are a kid, so we need to be school after school, college after college. Adult done everything. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you, Arish, for that. Thank you for sharing with us. Okay, let's move on to Samikia. So, hi, Samikia. Hi, Samikia.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Samikia. Can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samiksha Sambadana. I'm studying in class 8th and 7th in convent school, and I'm living in India at Odisha, Berhampur. And my hobbies are doing paintings and drawings. Thank you. For about today's day, today I woke up at 4 o'clock. Then I completed my studies. After that, I get ready for school. And then after I went to school. In school, it was a very enjoyable day, and because I have also made a portrait of our founder of the school, and it was pasted in our chart. And after coming back home from school, I just take rest. I had my lunch and I just take rest. After taking rest, I had my tuition. After my tuition, I watched TV with my brother. Then I again go for my studies. Then I joined your class.
Excellent, very good. So what causes laziness, Samika? What do you think causes laziness?
Ma'am, I think laziness could be caused because of that lack of sleep. Like if they are not sleeping for the time that need to be we sleep. Like for us, for children, if they need to sleep for 8 to 9 hours, if they are not sleeping that much, it may cause the laziness because if they are not sleep say overnight, they will be staying like for watching movies. Many are just watching movies, many are doing studies, and for those reasons, after during the daytime, they will feel very lazy because they are not getting that much sleep that they need. And also because of too much exercise, it makes us lazy because if you will be doing much exercise, you will be feel your hands and legs will be paining, and you will be just just want to take some rest and just make us feel laziness too. And being more stressed also can cause to laziness. Thank you.
Okay, very good. And do you feel like you get lazy? Do you feel like you suffer from laziness?
No, ma'am, I'm not. During this lockdown period, I was because there was an online classes, so there was when we are not going to school and physical exercise was not there at that time. So at that time, I feel very lazy, and I'm so because of that, my assignments also were not completed. I just studied from the copies only, so it makes me more lazy. So but after the school just opened, so it's full tight, and we are not getting a time to take rest also, just for 1 hour, 1.5 hour only that I get to for rest. So there is no time to be lazy.
Okay. Oh, and do you feel like you can give some advice to people who feel lazy?
Yes, ma'am, I can. That as there as laziness will cause if there will be lack of sleep. So first point is that you should sleep the time that should be, because this will also help to reduce laziness. And second thing is doing exercise, not too much, as too much can make you lazy, but the exercise that you will make that much you should do, which will make you healthy and fit. This may also help you reduce laziness.
Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, so today, since it's only you two, I'd like you to discuss each other's points. So I hope, Arush, you've been listening to what Samika has been saying. Arush, are you there? Arush. Okay, so I think we lost Arush there. Samika, do you remember what Arush said?
No, ma'am, because he was just speaking very fastly. I was unable to hear.
Okay, guys, so really important, both of you, okay, because this has happened before. I need you to listen to what each other, to what you're saying, okay? Arush, and I need you to pay attention, Arush, and be present, okay? Because we lose you all the time. Okay, so Samikya, now let's talk a bit about the other side of laziness. Let's talk about someone who's very hardworking. So what do you feel like? Can someone actually be too hardworking and love work too much and work too hard? Is there such a thing?
Ma'am, I'm unable to understand.
Uh, do you think that working too hard is possible?
Uh, yes, it may possible because the labor means the laborers who are just like building house, they are also the laborers who are making, they are doing that much hard work, means doing day and night. They are just not resting much, and they are continuously doing their work to complete to make the house So at that time they are doing much hard work that the normal human beings, like normally the one who are studying or the one who are doing office works, they are not doing that much hard work, like lifting those things, bricks and all. This is the much great, that is the thing, hard work that they do, that we are not able to do that. So I think yes.
Oh. Okay, so you think that some work is harder than some other work?
Yes, ma'am.
But do you think that that is fair to say that it's fair to say that some work is harder than other work? Because I suppose all kind of work has its hard points and not so hard points. What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. There are not like only the rebels can have doing hard work. Yes, the one who is studying also that much hard work he or she is doing, because he's studying all those studying for the exams and all those, and preparing mentally, because these are the things that if they're studying that it is being stored in our mind. So it is the hard work they're doing, and they are just making their mind that much clean so that they will be able to memorize all those things and they could appear the exam clearly. So there are many things that they are doing hard work, not only like lifting up the bricks is only doing hard work, and mentally also when we are doing it also doing hard work only.
Because I feel like each work we should respect each and every work, because some work, for example, some teaching, for example, like me, I'm teaching you, I'm sitting down, but it's still work. It might not be physically hard like a builder, but then it's mentally hard, and maybe a builder's work is not as mentally hard, but is more physically hard. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, ma'am, that was the point I want to say, that as the labor also doing that much hard work, but they are doing physically, and the other who was doing mentally also, that also the hard work. I want to speak that line only, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay, and if we talk a bit about um, now, you know, uh, working too hard, is it possible to work too hard? The opposite of lazy, really hard working, to be really hard working. Is it always good to be really hard working, Samikya?
No, ma'am. Like every day doing that much hard work is not good, because very hard work, very much hard work. Also, like you can just feel like you are not lazy. You will just think that yes, I'm not lazy. I'm doing that much hard work, more and more hard work that we need. But after all, after some days, you will feel like lazy only, because you will be unable to doing that much hard work as you are doing every day. So I think doing very much hard work is not good. Every day doing the limited hard work you need to do, so you can just do it every day. But if you will do very much hard work like for continuously some days, and after some days it will just make you lazy only.
Okay, so do you think that, a certain amount of laziness is good for us, that sometimes it is good for us to be lazy? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am, it's good, because like after succeeding, we also need some rest. And at that time, being lazy, it's not like we can't say it's bad, because it's good for our health, because we're taking rest, and taking rest, during taking rest, it's also make us feel lazy, because like after my exams are over, we are just taking this, like we are just because me also after the exams I just sleep for hours to hour. And this laziness, it's also good for our health, because doing much hard work, and after that if you will take rest, and this lazy is good.
Okay, and so after exams, it is a good thing to be a bit lazy. We need to be a bit lazy. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. Okay, good, very good, Samikya. And what about you, Arush? What do you think? Arush, Arush, are you there? Arush. Okay, so Arush is not there, unfortunately. So Samika, I'll go back to you. So Samika, can you discuss with me now? So we've talked about what causes laziness. We've talked about whether you are lazy or not, and if you feel this. And we also talked about being hardworking, and that sometimes you do deserve a bit of a break, and you do actually need to be a bit lazy. And we also were discussing, in fact, the different types of hard work that, you know, there's a certain type of hard work and there's a certain type of hard work, and that we should respect both types of work. So we've really gone into a load of questions here today. So Samika, now my next question to you is, you told me that you do need to be lazy after exams. But how do you get out of that laziness then after the exams? Because I used to do it when I was a student like you. I used to study really hard for exams, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, nice, this is nice. I can now be lazy. But how do you get yourself out of it, Samika?
I can answer this, ma'am. Like after being lazy, you will be thinking like, yes, it's now after exams, yes, I can do whatever I want because there is nothing to study now. But after for 2 to 3 days after being lazy, I will for me I'm telling that, yeah, I will just start reading about what was the previous. I will just go through about the what are the exam papers. I will just go through again, so that because in again go through all those things will also help me in the future. So doing for little because after the exams, if 5 to 6 days there will be gap for us, so we for being 2 to 3 days lazy. So after that you can also go through the papers, question papers, or if there is something that have been taught earlier for the next exam, so you can also go through that I am doing, so that I can again catch up my hard work. So this because after the school also reopening, that will that time will be also that we will know much hard work we need to do, because it will be starting again, some new lessons will be taught. So at that time there will be no much assignments to do. So at that time we can again slowly catch up the hard work that we were doing earlier.
Do you think it requires a certain amount of self-discipline, though, to get yourself going again?
Yes, of course, ma'am, because
Responsibility.
yes, it's neat because of course, if you will just being lazy and you will not think about anything, so you can be be hard work as you were earlier. So being disciplined and being responsible, like, oh, if I will do this so that I can be achieve this or I can complete this. So that's the thing, to be responsible to complete those things. So yes, it's need we need to be responsible.
Excellent. And can you tell me, how does one become more self-disciplined and more responsible? So two things. So I'd like you to define what is responsibility and what is self-discipline first. So can you define those for me?
Okay, ma'am. Responsibility means like if we are doing something, uh, someone has given if someone has given me something to do, so it's my responsibility to do to uh, it's my duty. It's my duty to complete that work. The word duty can define the responsibility, because the thing he had assigned me to do, so it's my duty to complete that work and give it to him.
Okay.
And this the
Mhm.
meaning responsibility. And then the next one, what you have told, ma'am.
Okay, and what I want you, so self-discipline and and responsibility. So you've just done responsibility. Now, what about self-discipline?
Okay, self-discipline. For me, I want to say that self-discipline means controlling ourselves to do more or to do something. It's controlling yourself, having patience, and doing the work completely. So it means that self-discipline. But if you are not self-disciplined, you can't complete your work because you don't have any patience to do. So you will be unable to completing that work.
Okay, very good, excellent. And can you tell me, Samikya, What about self-discipline and responsibility? How does one increase those and practice and train to have those?
I think, ma'am, for self-discipline, we should like if we should make a timetable. As I always say, timetable can make us perfect, because if we will make a timetable like at what time we will complete that. So to do that much of work in that much, like if I will just take that 2 hours, I will complete in 2 hours I will complete our work. So for that doing the work at that time, for the duration of time, we also need that patience to complete. Means we need to be self-disciplined at that time and not like distracted. If we will be distracted, we will unable to complete that time at time. So we should be disciplined, and for that we need to make a timetable. It can also help us to be more disciplined.
Excellent, excellent, very good. So can you tell us what you do personally to become more disciplined? What do you do?
I can say that as I am disciplined, I'm not disciplined that much, because for if I will do something like doing the work at in this much of time, but I will be not completing that much in that much of time. So I'm not disciplined. I'm trying to be disciplined by making timetables also. Every day I'm making a timetable like a daily planner, what to do at what time. So I will also write the points that at what are the things that need to be completed in a day, so that I will complete that in that day only. But in some cases also I will be unable to completing that. So I'm trying to be more disciplined.
Okay, very good. And how do you become more responsible, do you think? How does that come into the picture?
Okay, for responsible, ma'am, yes, it's my responsible, means it's my duty to complete. Means I will, if I have not done that work today, so it's my responsibility to complete that tomorrow. Means if I'm not doing that today, so if there is some little work has been hardly left, so it's my responsibility to complete that tomorrow. So I'm doing that, because and if that little work is left, so I will add that work to tomorrow's daily planner, so it will help me to complete.
Excellent, very good. And do you think these skills have really helped you combat laziness? Do you feel like it is because of these skills that you've combated laziness?
Yes, ma'am, can you again tell what
Do
you
you
are?
think that these skills, self-discipline and responsibility, these qualities have really helped you combat and fight laziness?
Yes, of course, ma'am, because being self-disciplined means being patient. So it also helps me to be avoid laziness and the responsibility. Like if I will not do complete those work, so I will be scolded by our teacher, by my teacher. So it's the same for me in front of the class. So it's not good for me. And also, if because of that I'm completing my work, and it's my responsibility to complete my work, or else I will be scolded by teachers. So it makes me complete it on time, so it helps me to avoid lessons.
Okay, very good. And can you tell me one last thing now that we're going to discuss? You mentioned some causes of laziness. Can you tell us where these come from?
I'm unable to understand.
So what was your cause of laziness? To the first question, what causes laziness?
Ma'am, I have speak that
Yes.
laziness it's caused because of lack of sleep. Like many
And
people are.
exactly. So why do you think we have lack of sleep, for example? This is what I'm asking. So where does that come from?
I don't know, ma'am, but I think lack of sleep may cause laziness, because, ma'am, like doing much hard work. As we say that yes, doing this much of hard work is good, but you told the question that doing very much hard work make us to laziness, because ma'am, if we will do very much hard work, so our sleeping time will be less. If we need to sleep for at least 6 to 7 hours, but instead of that we are sleeping for 3 to 4 hours, this may cause to health related problems also. And it, because of those things, we will feel lazy also, and we will, on the next day we will be feeling lazy. And because of being lazy, doing the hard work, doing that much of hard work, we will be extending our time for that, because we will be feeling lazy. So we're doing this work will be very slow for us, because if being lazy and the doing hard work means doing this much of hard work will be going to much more.
Absolutely, I agree with you on all of those things. But where do you think, why do people have lack of sleep? What do you think might be causing that in our generation?
I don't know, ma'am.
Are there times where you can't sleep?
Yes, of course, ma'am. During my exams time, I could only sleep for 3 to 4 hours, because ma'am, I need to woke up for from 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock to study, because there are many portions to complete to study. Those only I need to study 3 hours for that in the morning. So I think in the exams time only I need to do much hard work.
Exactly. So you, in your case, it's the extra workload and the stress. Okay. But studies, now important, also shows that laziness is because of a decreased level of motivation, which is in turn caused by overstimulation or excessive impulses or distractions. For example, our phones.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So our phones are a great level of distraction, which cause more lack of motivation.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Nowadays, these mobile phones have been, because of those mobile phones. Earlier, the parents were not giving they're not just giving. They were just not letting the children to just don't touch their phone. But because of this pandemic situation, the every children, including me also, I am also having a phone for my studies. Now, after the opening of the schools, also the teachers are also feeling lazy to just give writing notes in the blackboard. They're just giving the notes on the phone only. So
Exactly.
is
Exactly.
that
No, but you're very right. You're very right. Also, we've got lack of iron, which might cause you to become you might cause you to become demotivated. Stress, your diet, dehydrated, too much exercise, no exercise. All these things make you feel low, lethargic and lazy, and these might cause laziness in turn. So there are many things that cause laziness, but it's interesting to then look at what causes these things to get to the root of the problem to solve laziness. Do you understand me?
yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Well done, Samikia. It ended up being just you eventually because ours just disappeared off. But today we've discussed laziness and the causes of laziness, and we've discussed many things. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It was a little one-to-one session almost for you. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you, Samikia.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.